Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and this morning it's all about the trailer for the message that I will be ministering on this coming Sunday. It is would be the officially the second Sunday of Advent, the second Sunday of Advent, but with respect to how we're doing it, is our first Sunday that we're coming together for Advent and for the Advent series, as I was sharing with you on Wednesday night. If you're connected with us in that way, that it's all about the king is coming, the real king is coming, and you can't have it your way. You can't have it your way. Why can't you have it your way? Well, that's what this message is about. Just a little bit of a snippet on this morning. How was everybody on this morning? 11 degrees outside here in the St. Louis metropolitan area on the east side of the river. I don't know what the temperature is where you are. If you are outside of the metropolitan area, the STL area, then tell us. Put it in the chat area. How cold is it where you are right now? I'm going to greet some folk and then get into the word on this morning. I got a word for you. You already know it. You already know it. It's Friday. It's Friday. Thank goodness. Thank God. It's Friday, 2 days from Sunday. That's how you need to look at Friday. You probably looking at, oh, it's the weekend. No, it's 2 days from Sunday. That's what the real deal is. How is everybody on this morning? Staying warm, I hope. Let's greet some folk. I can't believe it. Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's Minister Yolanda. She's the first one. I cannot believe that you beat Ramona. Oh my God, that is, as Goma Powell used to say, some of y'all have no idea who I'm talking about. But Goma Powell, surprise, surprise, surprise. Good morning, Ramona. How are you? How are you, DK? Good morning, Linda. How are you? Good morning, Fawn. How are you? Vicky, how are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Brenda is in the house this morning. Good morning. How are you on this morning? Ari, how are you? Vaughn, how are you? My spiritual daughter, how are you? Erica, how is everything? You said, what is it? Good morning. Good morning, Dawn. How are you on this morning? If you're out of the St. Louis metropolitan area, put how cold it is. Put the temperature in the chat area. I'm just curious. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you? Laura, how are you? Pamela, how are you? Vaughn is in the house. How are you on this morning? Francine is in. Grand Rising is right. Denise, how are you on this morning? That's right. Pasha is in the house. Elder Darrell is in the house. Yep, yep, yep. Look, for all of the life changes, that's right, it's shivering cold, Deborah. For all of the life changes, please give us about 30 minutes after worship. We're gonna put a trinket or something in your hand so you can hang it on the tree or do something to help us decorate the Lord's house after worship. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a wonderful time. You just got to be a part of it. We just want you to be a part of it. We'll give you a Christmas tree ornament so you can hang it somewhere. How about that? That includes you, Liz. How are you? Pastor Richard, how are you from Monrovia? Monrovia probably is not as cold there as it is right here, right now. Good morning, Elder Mobley. How are you? Joel, how are you? Down in Mississippi, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you? Let me get a couple more in. Verena, how are you? Elder Jan, how are you? Juanita, how are you on this morning? Peggy, how are you? So Francine said it's 12 degrees where you are. Okay, you 1 degree warmer. Good morning. Carolyn, how are you on this morning? If you're out of this area, let us know. Put it in the chat area. How cold is it right now here in the St. Louis metropolitan area on the east side of the river in O'Fallon, Illinois? They said it is 11 degrees. Well, look at my phone, though. It said it's 13, but Alexa said it was 11. Come on, make up your mind, somebody. Good morning, Dan. How are you on this morning? Dan the man is in the house. Dan the man is in the house. You all ready for the manna this morning? This morning, as usual on Friday, I give you a little bit of a trailer of the sermon that I'm going to be ministering on Sunday. And I want you to know that the king is coming. The king is coming in this whole series, and need to know the real king is coming. You can't have it your way. You can't have it your way. Feeling a little bit of Burger King vibe here. You know what I'm talking about. But at any rate, let's get with the manna on this morning. You know, got a word for you.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Here's the text. The text is Matthew 2 and 2. Matthew 2 and 2. You know it very well, always read during this time of the year. Hear it again for the first time. Look at it through the lens of the King is coming. Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? King of the Jews. Same thing that was above his head on the cross. Same thing. How about that? We have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. Let's give some context of the text. The text opens up with some tension, if I can just be a literary agent right now and critic. Herod is threatened, the Magi are searching, and the world is waiting. Underneath all of this, though, is hope. Hope. Because underneath this, God has already provided the star. God has already announced the king. God is already guiding his people through some unexpected situations to get to their purpose. Yeah. Herod represents fear. Herod represents the fact that not the real king. The Magi, they show us hope and what hope looks like. Grab this. When the true king comes, you don't get to have it your way. But God's way is full of hope, direction, protection, and joy. That's why you can't get it your way, because you'll mess it up. So let me give you three things that I want you to grab a hold of. The first is the star reminds us of the hope of God, that God still leads even when it's dark, that God still leads us even in the darkest of our night. He still leads. There is that hope there. My hope is built on nothing less but Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. Christ, the solid rock, I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Star in darkness is the hope that we're looking for. Here's the second thing I want you to get. Jesus takes the throne so you don't have to hold on to it. Dethrone yourself. You sitting on a throne that you can't manage. The worst thing that can ever happen to you is that you will turn over to a reprobate mind. That's what Romans said. We think in the terms of a reprobate mind as some seditious sexual stuff that's going on, that too. But the thing is that you are turned over to yourself. Dethrone yourself. Come on here. Get off the throne. You can't manage yourself. You can't. You can't. Hope is that you can't have it your way. You shouldn't want it to have it your way either. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of. When you honor the king, he leads you into a better path. You already know what happened from verses 9 through 12, just a little trailer. What took place is the star reappears, it tells them, and then the dream comes and they tell him, wait a minute, Herod's trying to trick you. Go a different way. Go a different way. So it is. After you've seen Jesus, trust and believe you're going to go a different way. After you experience Jesus, trust and believe, because you can't have it your way. You can't go your way. You can't. You really can't. So what's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: in this Advent season and this series that we're preaching, the real king has come and his way is better than your way. That's why you can't have it your way. The Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. I'm going to preach this Sunday. Don't you dare miss it. Don't you dare miss it. If you can't be there, watch it for sure. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. God bless you. Have a great weekend. See you Sunday and Monday with more morning.